So we are going to export here the texture of the other painting that we have on our character or creature. And for that I'm going to simply go and under the paint layer I can have all my layers organized by in folders, or I can have them all individually, so you can have different layers, how they are painted separately, and you can export them out either by you can right click on it and then you say, for example, export the group merged, or you can export the channel, which channel is referring to this. In this case I'm working with the diffuse, and if you remember when we created channels, it gives you the chance to, let's just show one. When I create a new layer, it gives me the option of saying, for example, I'm working on a channel that's going to be specular or glossiness or opacity and so on, normal map and so on and so forth. Right now here I have this one a normal map and a diffuse, and that way I'm just keeping it simple. So right now I'm gonna export out in this one, for example, just to keep it simple, a group merged. So all of it becomes a single map, and that's giving me the option for me to export it out. Right now it's telling me to export it out to the location where Mudbox has it by default, but I'm going to export it out to where I have my project. That way I can have it. I'm gonna just put under my source images. I'm gonna call it just Hammer color. I'm gonna call it 01 being this first one. I'm gonna just say save. I could have saved it as a diffuse, but that's it. It just exported it out. And it didn't ask me what size or anything, and that usually comes actually if I have set it up here under my operations, when I have the different file size that I have set up here. I'm transferring paint layers. You can choose the size that you want it to be there. So now, of course, if I go into Maya and I try to connect that texture into my character, it's going to be just as simple of just connecting it like any texture would be. And we just look for it. It made actually two versions of color. Made one and two. So I'm gonna try to get this one and open it up, connect it there, and hopefully our character, just making sure that my character has it. 5, 6, and then 7. I'll just do a quick test render of it. So here it is starting to render, and of course apply the color that I painted in my Mudbox file. Right now I have a normal displacement connected to this file, that's why you get a little bit of the displacement there. Of course, my lighting is a little dark, but it shows the idea. Right now it's saying it's taking 16 seconds. I actually took longer than that. For some reason my computer takes a little bit longer to crank up the rendering, but you see it there, it is doing it. I'm gonna go back to Mudbox just to show that, of course, as you can export out the group, you can export out the channel, you can export out just the selected. So you can export out a single layer, you simply export out that layer, and that would be a way of doing it too. There is also another way of exporting it out, and it is export all paint layers. And here it's a little bit more sophisticated. You can tell it where to export it. You can actually choose both folders to export to, and you can give your own naming convention to the channel, being if it's the diffuse or the normal map, or the group if you have the groups, or the actual layer itself. You can create your own naming convention for it to follow, or you can merge all the layers and export them out all separate, or merge all the groups and export them out separately, and you can choose which ones you're going to export out. Pretty much the same, only in a different location. And that will be how to export out your color your painting onto out of Mudbox into Maya. All right.